What's up, people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pablo_KE. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How are you? How are you? How are you? It's another afternoon. The weather, but today I think it might not rain today. It might not rain today. So here, this video today that I'm going to do, it's about my upbringing from childhood up to where I am. You know, times, guys, it's good to tell your story, where you came from and where you're heading to. You see, so like I grew up in this village, the now famous village known as Nyambohanse village. The land that is green. Just look at all these, guys. It's all green. It's a blessed land. The village with so many content creators. So, you know, our original ancestral land used not to be here. It's like 18 kilometers. 18 kilometers from there to here. So, in our family we have there are 4 girls, but now they are old ladies. I can't call them girls anymore, because you know, firstborn is hitting almost I think 50 something. Yeah, she's now, when you know parents are not there, she's our mother. She acts as our mother. So her name is Judith. So they were all, I and my sisters were born at the ancestral land, but Sejo was the only one who was born in Nyawansi. But now, you know, my dad has been in town for a long period of time, and he decided to look for a place that can suit his family from our original ancestral home. So he decided he'll come on this side. So my parents told us that like I came here when I was I think around 2 years. 2 years, guys. That's when I came to this beautiful village. So that was a long time ago. And you know, in our family, mostly in African families, guys, they usually value a boy child. But you know, now things have changed, not like in the past. In the past, a lady who was not giving birth to boys, either the husband, the family of the husband will pressurize the husband to go get married. You see, them not knowingly, maybe a man might be having an issue or not a woman, but that's what was happening here. So, but you know, now things have changed. People have been civilized. Child is a child, you see, because it's a blessing from God. Even we've come to notice that, come to attention that you'd rather have even several girls than boys. You see, that's what, because I'm here. So my mom gave birth for girls. Well, now that I'm telling you, I can't call them girls, but I think I'd gotten lost here. Let me go back and use the other route. So there were 4 girls. 4 girls. So it reached a point that my grandma, the side of my dad, I was not able to see her, by the way. I was not able to see her. You know, I used to hear stories about her. Only my sisters, and that's our first and second born, can usually tell us more about her. We're able to see her. Because, you know, in our dad's family, there are only 2. Dad and his brother. Because dad did tell us one day that the mom used to give birth, but the siblings used to pass on. So him and his brother were able to be alive. And you know, dad is much older than his brother, younger brother. Because even he was telling the day that our mom was married to the family, his brother was in standard standard 6, another brother to our dad. So mom will be able to carry him, time to take him to school. Just imagine. That was a long time ago. And I remember even mom telling us at the time that she came in this region, she came, you know, mom ain't from around here. She's from another county far away from here. That time she came, you know, the Kuria tribe, you know, the majority of the people who live there, known as Kuria tribe, were putting on hides, you know, hides, how we call them, hides, skins, where they'll cover the breast, that's women, and tie the skins around here. So even one day when she was going to the river, she was the only person who was putting on clothes in that area. Her and dad, you know, now dad was in town. When they came, she was like, wow. One day when she was coming from the river, she was like, wow, met some mad men and women. Dad told her, no, those are not mad. That's how people are here. So mom came long time ago. Like now she's able to speak this language fluently. You know, our mom is she's linguistic. She can speak most languages like Luo. She can speak now our language here. She can speak hers. She speaks like, I think, like 4 languages. Same as to my dad. So when we came here, life wasn't that good, guys. But our parents really worked hard. And you know, one thing that I liked about them up to now, they always taught us how to be together. I and my other siblings and my brothers and sisters, like up to now, even when someone is in need, we shall look for a way out, how to sort that person out. If there's something else, we see what to do. That's how our family was brought up. Even when someone does something wrong, we sit down and talk to the person. And you know, I thank God that my dad was able to see the light long time ago, meaning that he was not so much into the traditional cocoons, where, you know, dad was doing, where, if you remember, the FGM thing used to be here, where they'll circumcise girls or what. Well, you know, my dad stood firm. And that made him to be hated with most of the relatives around the community. Yeah, and even when we moved here, it was more tough. And you know, dad has been he was born again long time ago. So he knew a lot about the Bible. He'll preach the word. So nothing like I would come and shake him. When we were young, even the traditional, I'll say like the traditional men who do the like sorcerers. When your kids are not, if they're not circumcised, they'll be able to come and maybe cancel you, go against you. They'll come and cancel you, put some even tough measures. At times, if you're weak, they'll send you from the community. They'll cancel you. I remember even dad one day telling him that if you know the God that I worship, the God that I pray, if you're tough enough, let's see what you do. He told them, in Jesus' name, I'm now So when he said in Jesus' name, they all fell down. They started now, when they got up, after they came back to their senses, they were like, this guy is more, he has more like powers than us. And you know, now they feared my dad. And you know, my dad changed the narrative, and most people now saw like, if this guy doesn't circumcise his cows, then we should follow suit. You see, he really changed most people's narrative, because they were afraid of the old man. They'll come, maybe if you don't do that, you take a cow and maybe goats. And Dad told him, I can't do that kind of nonsense. So the way our dad, guys, brought us up, he taught us a lot of things: how to be responsible, how to take care of others. You get that? So like me, I was able most of the time to be around him. He'll take me to places. So there was so much that went on all my life. And you know, now Dad taught me a way, like how to grow and be a good man. And before let me take you back again. There's a point that I'd forgotten to tell you. So when I told her that mom was only giving birth to girls, so they were like, you need to marry, but my dad was so hesitant, like, no, I don't do that, I won't do that. So they kept on praying, fasting and praying. And trust me, when you believe in God, God will always answer your prayers, guys. No matter what tough things they're going through, no matter the hardness, God will always answer prayers. God will always answer prayers. So one day, then after our fourth born, so mom got pregnant again. They were like telling dad and mom that no, now you see, you're going again to get girls. You like a girl, like, you see, like trying to demoralize him, do all that. But still, we thank God that did not shook him at even any small point. So one day when they were in prayers while at church, there's a guy. Before that, there was a grandmother. But you know, during that time, Dad was really praying. There was a grandmother, a sister to my grandfather. Now the dad, my grandfather said to my dad. So she came one morning carrying, you know, when you here, you know, when you go visiting people, you carry some flour, cooking flour. There's a small thing like made from. It was made from. I think those are papyrus. You call it papyrus or what? They're made. Then you put the flour there. She came to come to see mom while mom was pregnant. She was like, she called my dad by his name. You know what, son? I've seen your wife has given birth to a son, to a boy. He's given birth to a boy, and the name is Paul. Now me, they call me Paul. So she's like, wow, really? So that's when now they were like, no. When my grandfather heard the news, he was like, no, that won't be true. Those are lies. Like, these people keep praying to the God that they don't know who they're praying to. Then when they were at the church, after now a period of 1 month, someone prophesied the same. I think that you know, my dad was the pastor of that church. Like, we've seen the pastor's wife was giving birth to a boy, and this is the name. The same name that our grandma had said, that a vision came to her. So they waited. They wanted to see and know and see if really it's true. Indeed, when all the days came, when she wanted to give birth, she gave birth to a bouncing baby boy who now gets me here. So guys, you know, my name was prophesied. At times they used to tell me that at times maybe I reach a point that I'll be preaching. If a point reaches there, well and good. If God said so, let it be. But you know, it's a calling. If you get a calling and it happens, because at times I do see some dreams in my life. Even there's a day I was shown faces in the sky, the faces of Abraham. I saw Moses, I saw Elisha. Who else? Elisha and who? Elisha. Yeah, I think there were like 4 people, and then Jesus. So like a voice told me that you see those men, they were great men of God. Then it disappeared. So I don't know why. So I called Dad and told Dad. Dad is like, son, I've been preaching the word for the longest period of time, but I've never seen such. I've never dreamt such kind. I've never seen such a vision. I'm like, that's what happened. Then I went and then when I came back from the city, I told Mom about it because Dad told Mom. She was like, wow, you're a servant of God too. You get that? I'm like, no, not yet. No, maybe when it happens, it happens. So guys, Dad taught us how to be responsible. My dad taught me how to be responsible as a man. At times when I went wrong, he'd always tell me, son, this is not the right way. This is not the right one. He was so tough. You know, African parents are tough. They don't like pamper you. Like, hey son, no. They come hard on you. I swear it's hard on you. That's why you see most of African-born kids that are raised in Africa. You can see, I'm not saying in a bad way, but you compare our discipline and mostly the Western countries. There's a huge difference. Mostly if you see the kids that have been raised in the village, if you compare them with the kids that are raised at the city, there's a huge difference. Because you know, mostly here you're taught responsibilities. You know, when my sisters got married and now our 4th born was in college, when Mom and Dad used to go and work, I'll always remain with Sergio, and there's a younger brother of mine who knows as William. He's not our biological son, but now we adopted him, so he's our son. He's our last one. So Mom used to leave me with him, and to make sure that they eat. And you know, you go to school. You know, in Africa, like 12, when it gets 12:45, that's PM during the day, or during it, I think that's when noon starts. That's lunch break. So you're given a lunch break of 45 minutes. You're walking from school, you go home, you go look for firewood, you collect firewood, you go other markets. So, you know, before Mom left work, she'll always leave me some cash. Like this to go buy vegetables, make sure you come and prepare meals, come cook, then you go to school. So I'll come after school, 45 minutes guys, I'll come buy from the market, rush home. Well, now Sergio and our younger brother William are at home. They are waiting for me to prepare meal for them so they can go back to school. But you know, William used to get I think pre-unit, those are the baby classes. So I and Sergio used to have that pressure, like we need to go back. And Sergio's in standard 1. But now the system changed. I think it's grade 1, if I'm not wrong. So like I'll come, collect firewood, pour the fire, set the fire. Remember, it's 45 minutes, guys. True story. 45 minutes. I prepare meals. By around, because lunch is 45, because you're supposed to be back. Is it 45? No, not 45, sorry, not 45. You are like given, it's 12:45, then you're given 1 hour. Sorry, 1 hour. It's 1 hour, because by 2 p.m. you need to be in class by 2 p.m. So 12:45, that's when you leave. I think it's like an hour and some, like 30 minutes, I'm not wrong, maybe someone correct me, a period of 12:45 to 2 p.m. noon. So I'll go do that, make sure, then I come fetch water at the basin. Then you know, in the morning maybe they left without taking bath, we have to do that, 3 of us. And then there's a time also our uncle now, who was late, brought her daughter, which now she was on his, but now she's grown when she got married. I used to take care now of three, taking care of three. So they make sure that we take in a bath during that period. By around 1:45 p.m. we are done and we are heading back to school. That's what it used to be. Like, I was taught responsibility since I was young. During the weekends, we'll go help our parents. Because you remember now, I'll say that the disadvantage that we had, like other girls had been married, they were older than us. Because if you see the gap, maybe I and Sejo, we are a little bit close, but Sejo, I'm like 6 years older than him. I'm 6 years older than him. 6 or 5, if I'm not wrong. And my now the girl that now her name is Jen. She's the fourth born. She's much older than me. But when you see her, she's very young. You see her face looks young. She's much older than me. So when dad were trying to look for a, like they were trying to get a son. So it reached a point that our dad, like, now we had to stop here, because now there are 4 girls, there's no otherwise, and life, things are tough. They don't have a well-paying job. Because the moment they moved to this Nyabohansi here, that's when mom got her first job as a secretary. That's when she moved here. Then after that, I remember dad used to sell like charcoal around to supply before he got at least permanent work in a certain school. So that's how life was here. But still, they will feed us. We'll go to school. Maybe when we go to school, because we started putting on shoes. I think we started putting on shoes with my sisters. Remember when they were so much old, when even one of our first what she said already completed standard 8. You see, and due to like our lack of school fee and everything, my 2 older sisters were able to get married early, at that early stage. But I thank God that after that they were able to work hard in life. They were doing farming, so when they got their families, you see, like their kids went to the university. Like you see, our firstborn really works hard, because all of her kids have really done well in school. The firstborn completed university. Now the secondborn completed college, and now the thirdborn, she's in university, and now the lastborn is in high school in Form 4. You see, through working hard, she never wanted the kids to go through the life that they went through. You see, they've been encouraging us. Now that's what dad taught them, to be responsible. Our secondborn, the same. The sons and daughters completed, even they completed, despite her daughter got married, but she's okay. You see, but they all completed. They made sure, because I remember it reached a point that even our secondborn was the one who was paying our school fees. Because now it was a burden to our parents. But she took responsibility. That's if you've seen Sejo's videos, she's known as DJ. That's Sejo and I. She took responsibility of us, and she took us to one of the best schools. Because like me, her and her husband were able to take me to a national school at the coast. So they really worked hard in their lives. Despite our secondborn, the husband passed on because he had cancer. But I always pray for her that God to give her strength, because it's not easy losing one of your most important person in life. So that's how life was. We were taught responsibilities. So during weekends, guys, I'll be able because my sister now, our fourth-born sister, that so during weekends we'll go help our parents, go to the farm. And mostly I was the one who was the main target man, because Sejo and the rest were very young. Go look after cows. Times Dad will take me far away where our farm was. One day I'll do a video. There's that video that I did, Maro's Diaries. When I'll continue that segment, I'll be able to take those places, because we used to go there with Maro. While looking, the monkeys used to eat our crops, so the parents would go leave us there, like we send out the monkeys. So we'll go with cows there. You know, you're going to graze your cows or cattle, but remember, you look after the food so that the monkeys cannot come from the trees to come and eat the corn. And you have a dog too, so like you like multitasking, you see. After that, when you come back home, you'll wash the dishes, clean the house, you see. At times go check if there's no firewood, you go look and fetch for firewood, so that you can help mom to do the house chores. So maybe when I'll get a sigh of relief, it's when my sister comes from college, when the schools are closed. At times she'll come and help us, she'll come and step in, and that's when at times I'll be a little bit free, you see. But most of the time I was with my dad. He'll take me to our ancestral land, show me your farm, like show me the projects that are going there. We go plant trees with him. So responsibilities was like part of our life, and up to now, that really changed even my mindset. Even when I'm at this age, it has really changed me. It has really changed me. It has really changed me. The little thing the little money that I get, I'm able to do some things, to sort out bills, take care of my kids. You get that? So it was not that easy for me, but I do thank the Almighty that it really helped me. Mostly, it really helped me, because maybe if my dad wouldn't have stepped in, I swear I don't know. Even at times I do feel for the kids, or mostly the single parents. You know, times in life you really need someone who stands by you. Mostly you need a dad in life. You need a dad in life. I swear a dad do, like, because remember, even at times people say without a dad you can do it, but a dad is a very important person in life. But at times it's not easy, mostly to single parents. And maybe things do happen in life. Maybe you've lost a partner, maybe something came up, you break up. That's why mostly when you're praying, be praying for your families. You'll be praying for your kids. Even those kind of curses, like maybe breaking up a family, you curse all that. Like you break all that, so that can never happen to your families. You know, that's what has really helped us here. Even, you know, when I got into my knees praying, I'd always pray for unity in my wife and my kids, you see, so that God can bless them. God can bless my marriage. You see, God can bless my marriage. It's not that easy, guys. It's not that easy being in marriage. There are ups and downs. But you know, marriage that or a house that has no God, then that's not a house. Trust you me. Anytime it can collapse. So you always pray, you break all the curses from our grandfathers, our grandfathers, like all that curses can go. So here I am today. I'm a father of three girls, and you're here. Keep stepping up. You know, the moment I moved here to the city, because who made us go to the city is my sister, our fourth-born sister. Because in our family, she was the one who was able, in our girls now, our sisters, she was the only person who was able to go high in education. Remember some, like the first one, second one, first one be married when now. Because they saw, you know, times they feel like there's no hope here. How will you get school fee? Like it did happen. They got married. Our third-born sister, for sure, I don't know what happened, but she was, during that time, at least mom and dad were working. They would be being able to cater for their school fee, because her and our fourth born were all in the same class, and they were very bright. So I don't know what happened to her on the way. She ended up getting married, an early marriage. No, you remember, and most households of pastors or men of God, they do really go through a lot. Like, you go get like all attacks from the devil. Like, they do really tempt you, maybe to make you like backslide or do what. But if you don't stand by the word, trust me, you might backslide. There's so many things that happen there. So many things that happen. So like our third one got married. Now our fourth one was like, no, I won't let you down, mom and dad, I won't let you down. For sure. Even at the village here, she's one of, I'd say like most girls who are looking onto, most girls, or like men who like to be like her, like to be like her. She inspires many. Even up to now, I'll meet some girls like, man, we do really admire your sister. Up to now, was what she did, and I'll say that she had a star where like she worked to one of the best government offices, you see. And soon she's releasing a book, but about where she came from, and where she is now. She's a good writer, When she had some articles where she was writing, but she's saying soon she'll release a book. And if she does that, I'll be able, guys, to share and tell you how to get a copy, and you go through. But she was telling me that she write about our clan, how it started, let's subdivide the journey from childhood now to where she is now. So I can't wait to get a book. So that's how things were, guys. That's how things were. So after that, she was able now to take care of us. Remember, family, as I stated, dad taught all our siblings like to be together, to be one thing. So where you can step up if there's a problem, you see like it used to be like that. Goes. Now it reached a point that my dad and mom had retired. They couldn't like afford. Yeah, man. Stop. They couldn't afford like a school because I and my brother needed to go to college now. Trust me, she's the one who stepped up. So when I went to the city, it reached a point now that I need to look for work. Get up now and look for work, Because now I'm a big man. I can't keep like depending on my sister. She's paid all my school fee in college, and I and my brother had to like do something. So that's when I met different people. And mostly in Kenya, if you see like 90% of people who are working, if you ask them the courses that they do either in college or in universities, that totally different with what they are doing in their life, in their current their career. You see, most maybe apart from medics or what, but most of the guys, you might get someone who's a teacher in college or in university. He or she did a course of teaching or education, but when he or she comes out, she's doing a different thing, on a business, being a business, or managing something else. So you see, so like I ended up working as a call center agent, receiving phone calls, making phone calls, telesales, all that. I have so much experience, because like 7 years. And but the course that I did in college was surprise in business management. You see, that's what I did. So you see, it's totally different from what I was doing. And here it came when I met new friends. They were like, I was seeking for work. Like someone asked me, bro, can you do this? Because I know you've done a different course. Can you? I said, yeah, I can try it. So it came into me. Even my last job that I was doing, I was still working as a call center agent, you see. And now it came inside me. Even the thing that I started in college, I've never played it anywhere. But it's good, guys, too, to connect with people outside here. It's good to be friends with people. Be friends with strangers. I swear, be friends with strangers. You'll never know where your destiny is. You'll never know where your destiny is. You see? So that's why most of the time, like me, it's rare to get me having issues with people. Like maybe fights. No. I always like keeping it peaceful everywhere. Like I like making peace. So that's how I survived. And that's why I met my wife. One day I'll give you a story of my wife, how we met. So guys, I think we're gonna end this one here. That's my story. That's how my life was, guys. Thank you again. Thank you for watching, my returning subscribers. I love you so very much. May the Almighty God keep increasing you, or adding more new, because you guys do really support us. To our new subscribers, kindly, if you get this video, come and subscribe, put the notification bell on. Support our brother, support our son, support our friend, because I know some of our stories do really inspire you guys. You know, there's someone who gets inspired by our stories, the stories from the village, our livelihood, how we're living, what we show around. You get inspired. Thank you again. I love you from the bottom of my heart. See you on the next one. We'll be back here again. Bye bye.